b3 pawn right now. How do you improve? Magnus looks like he's done everything right. He's got the most beautiful position with the knight on d4, the king on e3, but what's next?
He'll eventually move his king this way and play for b4. Like, he's just gonna, look at this. The black king can't enter. So that means that Magnus can play like this for 50 moves and then play b4. So he's just gonna waste time. He is doing a perfect Armageddon strategy with no increment. Don't play b4 yet. Don't do... See, I don't love that. Even if it's good for white, he could have burned more clock in the process.
And what you're pointing out, this knight on d4, it really stops all activity. Black's king can't get to f5. The f4 pawn controls the e5 and the g5 square. But now what's next? Does white also go a5, trying to get his own king towards the c7 pawn? But Robert, the more pawns that get traded off, the closer black gets to that draw.
Yes, and a5 takes, the king would have to go up to b7. And is this bishop going to be able to stop it, or is the black king going to be required to go back to d8? And that's... oh. Wow,
it's
that
happening.
Was quickly spotted by Saric.
Oof. Wow, and he's still got time on the clock. He's got 2 minutes 51 seconds. There's no increment at all. A draw means Saric wins the match, and Magnus will not make it to Division 1 if Saric is able to hold this position. He's found a key defensive resource. Don't go king f5. 93 is a big fork in the air.
Wow, that was a really great idea from Magnus. I think what's going to happen is that bishop d3, knight d, the king now has to go back, and the knight is stuck and can't make progress. But he's wasting Saric's time. Oh, it's a losing move. That's a losing move.
And that's it. You just go king c6 and you win the pawn.
Yeah, you're just winning everything.
But that's king f5.
But I think you win 2 pawns just to 1, and your pawns are too fast.
And he does it. King c6. He's going to pick up both c7 and d6. The tension on Saric. He realizes that it's not enough. The c-pawn is just super fast.
And it was Magnus' strategy. You could tell by the way he was playing. And I asked the question earlier, would you play this solidly when you need to win? He was playing for the clock. And Saric bid 7:25. So he was down 2 minutes, 35 seconds to start. Look at the clock, by the way. 2 minutes. And now 25 seconds is the lead for Magnus. So he's kept the time advantage the whole way through. And now he's using it because he has an objectively winning position. He knows that, and he wants to accurately put this game away.
Well, boys and girls, this is how an Armageddon is done. So Magnus there, he's calculated the line, comes back with that knight to e1, will give it up for the f-pawn. Meanwhile, the c-pawn will advance down the board to c6, and only then will he go d7. All right, Saric still asking questions, not allowing this plan. King d4, is it time to give up the d-pawn for the bishop? d7, does that win on the spot and just get the king back? Eat up all the king side pawns.
Yeah, here comes the white king back to f5. And you don't even have king e3 because knight g2 check forks and wins this pawn. This is game over. It means Magnus Carlsen will be in Division 1 of the Aimchess Rapid event. It's the 4th leg of the Champion Chess Tour. And wow, I feel for Saric. I mean, he really put up a fight. He won on demand against Magnus Carlsen, but his back is literally against the wall, it's proverbially against the wall. He has lost the game. Magnus Carlsen's through.